What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And today we're back in the Z32. We got some stuff we got to do to it, but it's been a while since I started this car, and I think it's probably time that we should try and start it, because this thing's been sitting for about a month now. I have not touched it, and see if the battery is even good. What is that anyways, man? Probably gonna have some lifter taking. At least it started. Anyways, one of the things we gotta replace is this gauge cluster. This one is a twin turbo one, this one's a non-turbo one, and I'm hoping that all the connectors are still the same. I know some of them changed, but this one, a lot of the stuff, some of the lights don't work. I know that we can just swap those out. The boost one never worked. The speedometer is off, and I think the fuel one, no, it's working right now. Sometimes it doesn't work, but we're gonna swap it out with this one. I hope we can. There's a few other things that I need to do, but one of the main things was getting this thing fired up, because man, it's been a minute, and it looks like it's gonna rain again, and every time it rains, it just makes this car look more and more like it's supposed to be in the junkyard. You guys can see how dusty it is. And all the bird poop. It's running pretty good though. Oh no, no. Still needs a warm up. Oh yeah, one other thing, I was able to find a bumper. Not a big fan of these aftermarket bumpers. I prefer the factory non-turbo or twin turbo bumper over any of these aftermarket ones, but this is what I found. It's a Stillen bumper. It was kind of like put into storage, and I think it was probably like folded or something, or maybe something was on top of it. You can see that it's kind of tweaked, but I guess it's better than nothing for now. I'm gonna try and fix this one up, and if I can find another one, I'll sell this one and get an OEM one instead. You guys let me know what you guys think of it. I personally am not a huge fan, but yeah, something for now. I think maybe if we had like the rest of the parts that go with this, like you got the bumper and then the side skirts and then whatever goes on the rear bumper, maybe it'd look a little better, but still not a big fan of this kind of stuff. I really prefer just the OEM look. Maybe OEM with a lift, and maybe something in the back, a diffuser. Nothing too crazy though. I don't know. Maybe that's just me getting old. I'm not a huge fan of that. So while we're here waiting for this thing to warm up, I have a bunch of other parts that I've collected over the years, and I'm probably not gonna ever use them again. If any of you guys want these things, I have, let's see, these two heads, I think were off the engine that blew. One head's good, the other one has that spot where the plug melted. what is this? 3 oil pans. One's a twin turbo one, and one, oh yeah, one of these is the twin turbo one. The other 2 are NA. Some oil pumps, a whole bunch of valve covers. I have 2 other blocks right here. A block there. This one. And then I got that one too. That's the one that was originally in this car. That's the twin turbo block. But anyways, I'm trying to get rid of all this stuff. If either this engine blows or I decide I want out of the Z stuff, I'm not gonna be using this stuff anymore, ever. So if the engine blows, we're swapping the engine, or you know, I decide to part ways with the Z. But yeah, I'm not gonna need that anymore. If any of you guys want any of the Z parts, let me know. You guys can come take them. Either that or they're getting junked. Something else we gotta do is get this twin turbo spoiler off, and we got another one there. There's a guy that I met that has a hatch that I want. I just have to find the time to go pick it up, but it's the one that has that other spoiler, the one that comes up a little bit. That's like my favorite one for these cars, but yeah, I just haven't been able to find the spoiler. He had the spoiler, but he sold it. I could at least get the hatch. What's going on, guys? It's been a minute since the last clip that I recorded, and took the car out of its hiding spot. I washed it. It's looking a little better, but since then, I mean, it's probably been a couple months, and I got some different wheels that we're gonna put on the car, and now you can see what it looks like with these whatever stock car. And these are the ones that we're gonna put on. I think they're gonna look nice. And I also picked up a bumper. I got this bumper from one of my friends that finally let it go. The twin turbo one, it was falling apart. He had it somewhat fixed just so that I could get it, and we're gonna have to do some work to it, but I mean, the whole car needs to be painted, so not a big deal. That way I can get that ugly still in bumper off. So let's get these wheels put on and put the front bumper on. See what it looks like after. Hopefully the wheels fit and I don't have to adjust the height too much. So I got the one side put on. I mean, what a difference. How freaking small these stocks are. I mean, this is what it came with, but man, they're so small. And that's the front one. Here's the rear one. The rear one's even wider. I believe these are, what are they? 18 by 9.75. The factory ones are what, 16 by 7, something like that. 16 by 7.5. Tiny little wheels. Let's take a look at what it looks like now. I think it looks pretty good with these bronze wheels. I've always been a fan of that color on wheels, more so on a blue car. Blue on bronze is nice, but this looks good too. I may have to raise the rear a little bit, only because once I get in there, my weight is gonna bring this down. I only got what, like one index finger gap, and I got a pretty fat index finger, so that might need to go up. This side's about the same, and I may need to, nah, I think this side will be fine. I don't think this side will rub
there shouldn't be too much weight on this. But let's compare. Now you guys see what that side looks like compared to this side. I know some people are a big fan of those stock wheels, but I just think these cars, well, any car, changes tremendously once you put some nice wheels on. Let's put the other wheels on and keep going. Oh yeah, that's good. We got maybe a little bit more gap. Nah, we got about the same gap on this side as we do on the other side. This side might be a little bit taller, but I like that. I don't need to go any lower. I know there's people that love to go low, but I'm over that stage in life. I don't need to go that low. I also got some other wheels. They're 15 by 10s on slicks, and I'm not sure if I've showed those on here. Maybe I'll bring them out and just put them next to the car so you can see what they look like. Those are more so, I think, just for show. They look cool. I don't think the car makes enough power to be spinning the wheels like that, to have those wheels on there, but it just looks cool. So now let's put the bumper on and finish that off so we can get to working on replacing the cluster. I got the front bumper on there now, and let me tell you, this thing looks like $1,000,000 now, or maybe like $10,000. But this thing looks so much better than it has in a long time. I'm really liking it. And like, there's a few things, like obviously like this bumper kind of sticks out a little bit on that side, and it's a different shade of like a pearl white. I don't know why, maybe it was in the sun on that side, or maybe, not too sure. But I mean, the whole car is going to get painted eventually, so I'm not worried about that. But at least now we have a complete car. So I'm just gonna back it up into the garage. That way we can get to working on that other stuff that we need to do. Alright guys, so we got to get this cluster out because I got this other one here. We're gonna try and see if this one works, and hopefully any of the connectors that go back here, hopefully they all match up. But let's see, to take this off, I believe we got to take off this pod, this one. If you have this little bottom cover on, you have to take that off, so that then you can get the cover that goes over the steering column off, and this top piece off. Here, you guys can see my dash a lot better now. It looks like doo-doo. Anybody got a dash? Hit me up. I've been looking for one, and I don't know if it's worth $400, but you know, you got something that's in better condition than this, let me know. So back to this. Let's get this off. So I think all we really need is a Phillips and a 10mm. Alright, there's that one. Now we just got to pull these connectors off. I think the last time I did this, some of these connectors broke off, so it should be fairly easy to remove. Maybe I could do it with one hand. Oh, maybe not this one. But get those off, then we'll move on to this one. Let's get these connectors off. I think these are broken. Oh, that one's broken now. Everything is super brittle on this thing. Pretty sure on all these Z's. Alright, got that one off. Now that we got that loose, there should be some screws in here. Got 2 screws down there. Let's see. Got another 2 down there on this side, and it looks like a Phillips up here. Does one have that Phillips up there? Probably does, probably behind this hazard switch, so we'll have to take that off too. All right, now we got those off, and those bottom ones were 8mm, not 10s. Now we just have those bottom ones right there, and then we should be almost there. Hopefully. I don't know, some of this stuff, I remember I used to take this stuff apart all the time, and now it's been a while and I think I'm forgetting a lot of this stuff. Now this piece comes off. And let's see, I feel like I'm missing something. I think it's just this, I think it's just these screws up here, and then it should come loose. Oh, and don't break your windshield when you're doing this. Okay, now we got both those out. Let's see what else happens. Okay, this is loose. I'm not too sure what I did right now. I don't think I really did anything. All I did was pull the top towards me, and it let loose. Now we should just be able to pull the connectors through the holes and get this out all the way. Okay, there we go. Now, last thing we got, it looks like 4 Phillips head screws, and then just whatever connectors are on there. I remember when I was first driving this car, anytime I hit any bumps, I would see rust fall inside. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, I lied. Those aren't part of it. Just these bottom, just those bottom 2 Phillips. Ooh. Some of these screws are like so rusted, I'm afraid they're not gonna come off. Let's hope this last one comes off. Please. Oh, I couldn't tell. Yeah, buddy. Where'd I put the other one? There it is. All right, there we go. Let's get these freaking connectors off. Of course, those are those hard ones. Well, guys, it's not the same. These connectors are different. So, sucks. I took this all apart for nothing. I mean, not for nothing. I still need to figure something out with the cluster, because this one doesn't work properly, but this one's not gonna work. So we'll have to figure something else out. But for now, at least we took this apart and made more of a mess. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen all these screws, and any of these spots that look crusty like this, I'm gonna clean them up and hope that that helps with something. If not, you know, whatever. I'll try and look for another cluster. At least I can keep my 90,000 mile cluster. That's the only upside of this. Anyways guys, I think this is where I'm gonna call it for this video. Let you guys know what happens with this cluster, and hopefully somebody lets me know about a dash. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.